1 in 3 women will experience severe physical harm within an intimate relationship in their lifetime. Domestic abuse is so much more than physical harm.
I had to ask permission to buy groceries and diapers. I was forced to rely on many food pantries to survive, while he made 6 figures.
One person has far less freedom within the relationship to express themselves, to have their own opinions, and to be the individual that God created them to be.
My husband led everyone at church to believe I suffer from a mental illness. I don't.
He seemed like such a great guy, always serving others. At home, he gave his wife only $50 a month for groceries. Secretly, he had an expensive porn habit. He was a member of my church.
Domestic abuse can include tactics like intimidation, manipulation, mind games. Many of the women that come to us at Called to Peace Ministries say that they're confused about their relationship. They won't even call it abusive because it can be so subtle.
When I got a job substitute teaching, my husband said my place was in the home. If my paycheck didn't cover the maid, I wasn't allowed to teach.
Her husband cherry-picked scripture verses on headship and submission to control her. He was a deacon in my church.
We know that when we're looking at a relationship where one person is living in fear of the other, that is far more than just a marital problem. It's usually an abuse problem.
My husband twisted the Bible to say he could have sex anytime he wanted because my body belonged to him.
He dictated when I was allowed to leave the house. He told me he would call the police if I stole his car.
When, as a pastor, I didn't understand the dynamics of domestic abuse, I ended up causing further harm to those who were suffering under it. Now I've come to realize, especially with the help of Called to Peace Ministries, how we, especially as pastors, have the responsibility and an opportunity to reflect the character of Christ in how we handle these situations. His justice, His righteousness, His goodness and compassion. And we can do that for the good of His people and as a witness to the watching world.